my dear friends, welcome back to my channel and thanks for watching and thanks for waiting for too long. I'm so sorry that I was not able to post my videos from last 2 weeks, but let's forget about it now and just start with our new topics. As you can see, these are our new topics. Production possibility curve. As I told you earlier that I would be taking these topics, and I might take positive and normative eco before shift and rotation, because it's a really easy topic, so it takes just 5 minutes to explain. I'm sure you'll be able to understand all those topics because they are very easy. You might get confused in shift in ppc and rotation in ppc, but you will as you will start practicing its questions, you might be able to you will be able to do all these questions. That's why you're attending my classes. And thank you to all those people who are watching my videos. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, friends. So friends, the first topic is production possibility curve, the graphical representation of possible combination of two commodities that can be produced in an economy with the given level of resources and technology. This statement means that graphical representation of possible combinations, that means we graphically represent or denote the two commodities or more than two commodities, mostly two commodities, because we have to compare them. We want a comparison between two commodities. Okay, so to compare those two commodities, we try to plot it on a graph, and we can check that how many resources it is using and what kind of technology is being used to utilize those resources. This is the representation of possibility curve, production possibility curve. So I'll give you an example and then you would be clear with this definition. I'll just give an example, then I will tell you how a ppc schedule looks, and then you would be able to relate this definition with my example. Okay, this is just theory. You just have to learn. This is a kind of definition for production positive curve, so you just learn it and you're done. Okay, but I hope you understood some part of it, that we graphically represent two commodities. Two commodities are being graphically represented on the graph paper by plotting them, and a curve is obtained. You will see in a downward sloping curve is obtained. So I'll give an example, don't take tension. Now let's move on to the assumptions of ppc. This is also just theory. Just read it out, learn it, and you're done. Resources in an economy are fixed. Technology is constant. Resources are fully and efficiently utilized. No resource is equally efficient in production of all the goods. First point says the resources in an economy are fixed. That means the number of resources are fixed in an economy. They cannot be shifted or changed. So we have to use those limited number of resources, those scarce resources, and we have to obtain a good result. So these are the assumptions of ppc. When we make a ppc schedule, then we have to obtain that with the help of these assumptions of ppc. Technology is always constant over here. Technology that we have in our country is sufficient to deal with the resources, and the technology that we are utilizing to using to utilize these resources is constant. Hope you understood. Resources are fully and efficiently utilized. I hope you got it. Those two points are related to this point. And then no resources equally efficient in the production of all the goods. This line is a little bit complicated, but just read it again. No resources equally efficient in production of all the goods. That means that if we want to produce paper, okay, and we want to produce rubber, yep, so we would be using wood for producing paper, and rubber obtained from that tree would be used to make the eraser. So can we use rubber to just make paper, or wood to make rubber? I don't think so. So, no resource is equally efficient in production of all the goods. Hope you understood that paper is not at all needed to this thing make rubber, and rubber is not required to make paper. I hope you got the point. Now let's study the PPC schedule. This is our production possibility curve schedule. These are the possibilities, these are the gained units, these are the sacrifice units, and these are the butter, that is X units, and war tanks, that is Y units. MRT is the marginal rate of transformation. Marginal rate of transformation is represented by this formula: delta unit sacrifice upon delta units gained. Delta here represents change, and the delta unit sacrifice are these that are on the y-axis, and delta units gained are these that are on the x-axis. And this is marginal rate of transformation, that is the ratio of sacrificing units and gaining units. Sorry friends, I'm going bit quickly because my phone doesn't have a lot of storage. Sorry. So we'll finish it off, and I hope you'll be able to understand. It's not a Herculean task to understand this easy concept. Let's get started. So as we go on subtracting these from each another, we get 0, 1, 0 minus 1 is 1, then it might come in minus, but we would take it as we have just one unit, so 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, and as we go on subtracting we get plus 1, then 1, then 1. 5 minus 4 1, 4 minus 3 1, 3 minus 2 1, 2 minus 1 1, 0 minus 0 is also 1. Next, in our x-axis, we here also subtract 15 minus 14 1, 14 minus 12 2, 12 minus 9 3, 9 minus 5 4, 5 minus 0 is 5. So these are the ratio with respect to y-axis, and this is our number with respect to the x-axis, the units, number of units, and these are also the number of units with respect to y-axis. So let's see how their ratio will look like. For the first one, 0 and 15, we get a nil because it will come to be 0. Then 0 to 1 and 15 to 14. There's a difference between 0 to 1 for 15 to 14 here. See, 0, 15, we get a 0 over here, or we can put a dash. Then we get 1, and from subtracting 1 and 0 and 15 and 14, we get one difference of 1 units. So we would be representing it in such a manner: 1 unit of x ratio 1 unit of y, 1 unit of x and 2 units of y, 1 units of x, 3 units of y, 1 unit of x, and y, 4 units of y, 1 unit of c. Here you must be really alert that I have done a mistake. Tell me, what's the mistake over here? As I told you that MRT is the change of units sacrificed upon change in units gained, but here I have written change in units gained upon change in units sacrificed. So that's totally wrong. We have to correct our mistake, and we would be writing for this one. First one is 0, then 1 again, no. 1y is to 1x, 2y is to 1x, 3y is to 1x, 4y is to 1x, then 5y is to 1x. So our PPC schedule is complete now, but now we have to plot its graph.